that boy Big T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add Nick say.
Now our feature presentation.
Yo. I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas say they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 buzz. Niggas switched up like a bitch, say they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only around if they mooching off it. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off it. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that cake. Riding around with that long K, fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk gon' get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I say this nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I meant Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closest homie can be your biggest hater and I ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake them up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Own homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be done killed something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow this shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and thinking shit sweet. Niggas facts, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch, I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
Oh, nah. What's that word? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and you are now tuned in to His Squad TV. Yeah, fam, I appreciate everybody for locking in with us early and often. Salute the Divine Black Rose in the building. Salute to Kim Brown. Salute to Reginald Woods. You feel me? Salute to Sunflower, Yolanda. Salute to everybody that's rocking with us, man. Shan, what it do? So lovely. What it do? Salute to all the Bush babies, man. We've got to get into it, man. First and foremost, Ashley, salute to you off the bat with a super sticker. I appreciate you, fam. You already know it's love. Straight from the wrench mob, early with it. Let's go. Yes, indeed. We got plus size baddie in the building, fam. We got a, like my boy Jonathan Boyd say, we got a plethora of topics. We got a plethora of topics, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I think we're going to get into it on this Friday. I hope everybody doing well. I hope everybody blessed. Hope everybody favored highly. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got Hernandez Govan on the docket. The legendary Orange Mound quit. Yeah, he gonna take this thing to the dope. He gonna take this thing to the dope. He really ain't got no choice in the matter, if we being honest about it. Quit really ain't got no choice in this whole situation. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about it. Rochelle, what it do? Salute to you. We gotta go Yayo. Once again with the foolishness. Early. Disrespecting Sauce, disrespecting Say So P, and yeah, it's getting out of hand. It's been out of hand, but he's going above and beyond with the disrespect, if I must say so. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, and we're gonna touch on this Mo 3 case because my dog Negative Sean. Shout out to Negative Sean. He dropped a video today and he showed some information that was kind of disturbing, and it leads back to what we've been, you know what I'm saying, speaking on for the last, I want to say 6 months to a year before the case even got warmed back up. You feel me? So to everybody in the building, in the chat, I want to say salute. Thanks for rocking with His Squad TV. We got my dog G Money in the building. Salute to all the Bush babies, everybody in the bushes that don't like to be seen, don't like to be heard. They just want to watch from a distance. I salute that. A lot of people don't like people that don't comment. But fam, if you giving me a view, hey man, it's all love. Salute to you. Do your thing. We got Jazz Longway in the building. Jazz Longway, day one, Mo 3 sector, man. Salute to you, straight out that M-Town. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to you, fam. I appreciate you rocking with us on this morning, man. My dog Reggie said, money on top of money. Yayo on that. Yeah, Yayo made a post this morning on his IG story. It said, give me 6 months and we out to murder. Fam, I hate to say this, but Mo 3 damn just said the same thing. Man, pack up, leave Dallas. It's too much smoke in Dallas. You can't trust nobody. You can't move as militant as you want to move in Dallas. You got to have your pistol in the stash spot because of the laws. But the stash spot is so secluded that if you actually need this thing, you can't get to it. Just pack up. He said, give me a little bit more time. And I'm bringing the whole family with me. He never got that time, fam. You got to move when it's time to move. That sense of urgency got to be on 10. Feel me? Yeah, man. So Houston ain't got no drill scene. That ain't that ain't what the little dude from Pakistan said. The little dude from Pakistan did a whole how can I say it? He did a whole documentary on the drill scene in H-Time. Yeah, that's crazy too. But salute to you, Reggie. Yeah, man. J Rail, what it do, squad? Salute to you, home. I think we're gonna start with Go Yayo. We're gonna start with Go Yayo, man. And we'll get him out the way because Go Yayo being super disrespectful. He know what he doing ain't right, but he know that it's all for clicks and views, and it's his personal opinion. He moving around on some Charleston White type behavior, and we got to get into it and knock it down. If y'all locked in, lock in. Hit that like button and support the channel on this Friday, man. I appreciate all y'all dearly. It's your boy Hitter.
How did you feel when you heard about the situation that happened with Sauce in Memphis?
Playing, they should have smoked that hoe.
That's what you're not supposed to say.
That's crazy. They should have smoked that hoe.
Oh my God.
Why they ain't burned? Cause you know what I'm saying?
So you were let down? You're a grimy dude.
Nah, I was
You don't
relieved.
give a huh?
I was relieved he ain't die.
Okay. See, that's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
How do you feel like he got a lot of backlash because people feel like he was like celebrating too early and shit by
Man, I don't
doing
know
promos and
that
shit?
nigga. I don't know nothing about them niggas. Fuck
Yeah.
them niggas. I lost my bro. Fuck them niggas. Hey, so
Salute the plus size baddie for the $1.99 super sticker, man. Appreciate the love. Salute to you, squad. Yeah.
some motherfucker say so, peso, queso, all them bitch ass.
Here we go.
Hey, some motherfucker say so, peso, queso, all them bitch ass. I'm on shit. All them.
I mean, it's got to be mixed feelings because on one hand, he lost this dude that he was close with, but on the other hand, it's like, well, shit.
I don't give
just
a
barely hung on to my life.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a not one fuck. Fuck them niggas. I don't give a fuck about them niggas. Fuck them niggas. Hey, you talking about finish them niggas.
The crazy part about it, I don't feel like he even knew who Say So P was, and just to come out just to diss this man because of his affiliation to Sauce. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you know, all of this talking, I'm telling you, chicken's gonna come home to roost because, you know what I'm saying, especially with the 3 situation. 3 got some young bulls. You feel me? No pun intended. 3 got some young bulls that's still out here, and they're not playing. They're standing on business the long way. And yeah, you don't want no funk with these kids, bro. Yeah, you almost 30. You kicking 30 in the door, and they active. They active. But that's Beto. I'm just saying, it gets real. It gets real wicked.
Damn. You really
Hey,
trying to be the
talking
Reaper
about
out here, huh?
The Reaper? Nah, man. What the that's just life. You don't show no love to nobody that don't love you. That's how you get killed. Come on, show love to somebody that don't love me. Fuck them niggas. They better laugh, they take me out.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey, you talking about you gonna lose some sleep, he die?
Lose sleep.
You gonna
Probably
lose
not.
are you gonna lose some sleep if he die?
I would be
So
upset.
you stop acting like you give a
I'd be
you
upset.
don't give a fuck either.
But
Man, you gonna be watching that. You gonna be watching that bitch you love. You gonna be watching her, and she gonna be like, you know what, baby, Sauce died tonight, and she gonna be like, babe, I don't give a fuck. And y'all gonna do some other shit. And y'all gonna do some other shit, and she gonna make you forget about that shit. Just like I ain't gonna celebrate or nothing. I'm gonna move on. Them boys don't mean nothing to me. Fuck they life. It don't even exist to me.
Your time coming. And I ain't putting it on him. He putting it on him. You know what I'm saying? That David said, rest up, Dolph. And Mo3. Sad. Fuck niggas shining instead of the real. That's a fact. That's a fact, but that's how it is. What Goody Mob say? The good mostly die over BS. We know what it is. Reggie Woods said East Texas. Shout out to East Texas. Shout out to the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beaumont. All the homies out that way.
Die tomorrow, and I'm gonna keep pushing. Fuck them niggas. More of them need to die.
Oh my God.
Hey, you talking about one ain't enough.
God damn.
Hey, you talking about fuck them. Hey, you talking about fuck them.
It's wild, bro. This dude don't
big,
give a fuck.
yeah. How you feel about Charleston White saying that you finna trick yourself off the streets coming in with this type of energy?
Man, I don't want nothing to do with Charleston White.
I know you don't.
You seen an interview about you where
Man,
it
I don't want nothing to do with Charleston White. That boy gonna put you there. And I ain't talking about where else. You know, I'm talking about there.
But you feel like he took your style.
Man, yeah, he did. Nobody acted. Well, I ain't gonna say. Look, see, let me be 100 and be real. I'm just a forward. This how forward niggas act. This how forward niggas act. Real street from where I'm from act like me. It's more niggas. That's why the city.
You see how Adam makes sure to get that microphone up in his face. We want to hear this. We want to hear all of this. Self-incriminate yourself. But see, he kind of moonwalked on Charleston White. Y'all finna see. He played it real slick. He made sure not to come off the head too crazy about trash talking Charlie.
Idiot forward love me. You see haters because real street on Instagram hating. Real on Instagram doing hating and shit. Just they don't got it in them to do all that. Yeah. Only lame ass sit up there and troll and blog and shit like that.
But even
I'm saying y'all
like what you just said,
lame ass doing that. Niggas that's on whatever I'm on ain't on that. I'm saying that to say this. So where the niggas that's really on bullshit, the gangsters in my city love me when they see me because they be like, bitch, this how you supposed to hold the city down. Right. That's why Twisted Black just came home and was like, Yayo, I love this little nigga. This who if they left the crown and somebody left it to him. That's why everybody, I'm the chosen one.
If Twisted Black knew this nigga was gonna pop out the box acting like this, he would have never did a photo app or a song with this nigga. This nigga crazy, bro.
I'm the one they chose.
The thing you just said about Sauce and them, that's basically like the same type of energy that Charleston White would probably bring to a situation as somebody he didn't like that. People definitely want to hear that unfiltered perspective.
He really don't really mean it.
He wants all the gangsters dead.
Nah, Charleston White just talk to hear himself talk. See, Charleston White just speak and it don't mean nothing. That's why that's just something to laugh at. You know what I'm saying? He's a clown.
Man, I could go viral.
This shit I'm saying right now, I really mean this. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like this ain't nothing I gotta think about. This ain't nothing I have to come up with a persona in the mirror and talk to myself and be like, oh, they're gonna love this. Ain't nothing how this is really me.
Like it's the easiest way in the world to go viral or get attention is if somebody dies or something horrible happens and you just get on live and you say, man, fuck his kids, fuck his mama, etc. Like that's like the easiest way to get people to pay attention to. So as much as Charleston White is like a talented commentator on the culture, he also kind of goes for like the lowest blows that will get attention.
He don't have no personal ties to none of the situations he speak on.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you the shit he's saying is frivolous. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. It's just content. There's no substance in nothing he say. Even though he very intelligent, because just to even come up with a scheme and it really get you rich, you got to be smart. They don't care if you doing the dumbest shit. If it got you rich, you did something smart.
Right.
So the shit Charleston White doing is he just finally figured it out. When I was putting Yayo on the news, that didn't work. They didn't give a fuck what I was talking about. When I was Black Power and all that shit, they didn't give a fuck. When I start saying fuck people, dead kids and shit, they start listening. So now I'm gonna say all this bullshit and I'm gonna get a check for it, but I'm gonna still be behind the scenes doing my shit that I really want to do because he really is an activist. He really do help the community.
But do you feel like you lost part of your soul from having to say fuck people's dead kids as a result? Like, yeah, it gets you attention and shit, but does it? I don't know. Do you feel like that is fucking up your energy? I wouldn't want to say that, even if it got me all the attention in the world.
I don't know. I feel like this.
But I don't have the same vendetta against
I don't know,
because
if we talking about souls, the Bible say an eye for an eye. The Old Testament, God sent people.
It says turn the other cheek.
No,
too.
that's the New Testament.
Okay.
That's not the Bible. See, that's what Christianity believes. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I'm saying? Which is beautiful. But the Old Testament, what I'm speaking like, that's the Torah. That's what the Jews believe in. That's what the...
See, this was gonna get your ass cooked. You know right from wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and I ain't trying to stand on no soapbox and preach to y'all, But when you know right from wrong and you choose wrong, man, God gonna bake your ass. It's like going in the court, Hernandez Govan, and disrespecting the plea deal and saying you're gonna take it to trial. They're gonna cook your ass on the back end. And when you know right from wrong and you choose wrong, knowingly, your ass gonna roast. Trust and believe it.
Islam, Muslims believe in. They all believe in the Old Testament. The New Testament and the Word of Jesus is where the shit differ. Okay. So where then that when the law of Moses, he says an eye for an eye. Okay. That's when that's when God sent in 2,000-3,000 Jews into a village and said, kill everybody, don't leave nothing, nobody, women, children, kill all the animals, burn everything down. Mm-hmm. And he got mad at him when he kept the king. And he kept the good animals for a sacrifice, and God told him that's not what I told you to do. See, that's what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? But some shit just gotta go. The life I live and the life you live is two different people. I live in a different world than you. Yeah. When I wake up in the morning and what I think about and shit and how I grew up and shit like that, you didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
You could probably understand it. Yeah. You could probably look into it, but you never had to live it. So when I'm telling you this, that these are the choices I'm forced to do some of the shit I gotta do. Right. And had to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel it because it's like I lost a lot of close people to me, but it's not like the relationship you had with Ronnie. And there's actual people that did that.
But we can't judge. We can never judge my relationship, how I got with him, and how you feel about somebody. You might feel somebody how I feel about my brother. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? We don't got the same mama saying that, but that's my real brother. Yeah. You probably got somebody that feel like that, so don't even feel.
No, there's people I feel like that about, but it's not people that are out here involved in a gang war either.
Shit, I ain't in no gang war.
Yeah, but I mean, I've lost people that are super close to me, but they were going back and forth doing all this shit.
Have me, and I ain't in no gang war.
No,
on the last clip, he basically said that his homeboys don't take losses. They don't take losses in the best way. All of them got M's, and they all bang hood fame. You see what a bullshit just overflows. You gonna have me in a gang war, bro? You done already said way too much. This nigga he's sad, bro. And Lord have mercy on him, but this nigga sad, fam.
Top free already. What do you say? Stop the violence.
Yeah. Salute to Go Yayo, man. We just had to touch on that for a second, man, because every day they release another clip of this man embarrassing himself in front of the nation. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad to see, for him to come off a fair time in the touchdown and to just become an absolute ass it's bad to see. It's bad to see. But fam, we finna touch down on this Hernandez Govan situation. He taking it to trial, and furthermore, he has filed a petition to get a private investigator. Why does Hernandez Govan need a private investigator? That is the question that we all need to know. And what are they looking for? I was on Real Talk with Tamara last night, and she let me know that Straight Drop had a PI too. I swear, she did a horrible job. But we finna see what they talking about with Orange Mound Quit. Y'all stay locked in, fam. Yeah.
The man accused of orchestrating young Dolph's murder will go to trial this summer. Hernandez Govan was back in court this morning.
Now, this was the last hearing before his trial. Fox 13's Sheila O'Connor explains the interesting request his attorney made today.
The biggest update out of the courtroom for Hernandez Govan is his attorney has asked for the judge to appoint a private investigator in this case. Now, the judge said she has no problem doing so as long as the necessary documents are filed and an official motion is filed. Outside of that, they said everything is all set to go for Govan's July 28th trial date. The judge did say she will not set any more status updates, hearing, and everything else will be handled on the day of the trial, which is again
That's a big ass part she got in her head. What's up with that part, fam? That shit look like the San Diego Chargers. What the hell going on here, man? God damn.
Everything else will be handled on the day of the trial, which is again July 28th. The DA's office, of course, says Govan was the one who introduced the two shooters to Big Jook, who they say put a $100,000 hit on young Dov's life. Govan is facing first-degree murder and conspiracy charges. Stick with Fox 13. We will keep you updated every step of the way of this case, especially as that trial starts at the end of July. Reporting outside of 201 Poplar, Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News.
Fox 13 has been closely tracking everyone involved in the young Dov case. A jury convicted Justin Johnson of first-degree murder last September. A judge sentenced him to life in prison. The other accused killer, Cornelius Smith, testified in Johnson's case, you might remember. The DA's office confirmed that he made that deal to testify. Meanwhile, Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to accessory, but if he stays out of trouble for 6 years, he will avoid time in prison.
So that's where we at right now. Look like quit going to trial and he getting PI, private investigator. My question is, why do he need a private investigator? What is so pressing that he may need a private investigator? We gotta talk about this. Is it some loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people that can't be found and need to be found to corroborate what Quit has to say? And this is something that I didn't even think about. Salute to Tamara. I was on her channel this morning. She dropped a video regarding this. What's up with it, Marion? Salute to you, pretty face. What's going on with it, Steve? You know what I'm saying? And Steve, I'm gonna drop this link, not just for you, but I know that push come to shove, you'll use this link. So I'm gonna drop this link in the chat. If you want to come up and elaborate on this, you're more than welcome to. But it's just a situation where they're trying to bring people to the stage to verify Quit's story. What's going on with it, Mitch? Salute to you. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Much love to you, and salute, squad. You already know what it is. Now listen, I don't think Straight Drop is gonna say anything, but I don't think that Straight Drop is mad about this, because Straight Drop has been, hung out to dry. He's gotten more favors done for him than Cornelius has been done for him. But at the end of the day, he's doing life plus 35. And I'm pretty sure he wants somebody to pay for that, but he has a reputation to uphold. He want to be known as the biggest. He want to be known as the legendary Straight Drop, the one who ran down on Dolph and got it done, even though this ain't even his work. Feel me? That's what I'm talking about, bruh. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out. There you go. So it just leaves one to think, is there anybody that can really help bro get out this pinch? Is there anybody that can point a finger in a direction of somebody that don't want to be singled out, i.e. anybody on CMG? Because that's what Govan gonna need to get him out this jam. Otherwise, he cooked. He's stewing turkey tails at this point. You know what I'm saying? So for him to take this to court is basically what I would call a last ditch effort. You know what I'm saying? We're basically throwing shots into the wind. Steve, what's up with it, bro?
What's good, Playboy?
What's going on with you?
I'm with you, man. One thing I found interesting after Govan months ago, his lawyer basically said, we have the discovery, they have the discovery, and basically he was like, I just wish they quit trying to label my client the mastermind. So he's conceded that his client is going to prison. He just don't want him to get hit with the mastermind charge. Like, okay, he's guilty, but he ain't guilty.
Right.
That's what Govan trying to get off his jacket. But 25 years is still 25 years, no matter how you slice it. Right. So it's smart what he's doing, but you still got to go down. So whoever they're looking for, you gonna talk. You gonna have to. At this point, they done playing, man. And Tamara, I salute to Tamara. All these people talking about God ain't too big and he too bossed up. You ain't more bossed up than the FBI, man. I don't care who you are. So somebody got to go.
Right. You see, they got Diddy up in New York looking like the Black Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking bad for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So they can reach out and touch you. Yeah, it don't matter how much money you got, how much influence you got, how much motion in your city you got, they can touch you. So we got to keep that in mind. What's up with Strawberry? Reflection with Kimberly Wilson said no one can help him. He has played the court system pretending to help, knowing he was playing games. That makes sense too. I don't know. Does he have anybody that can get him out this jam? Is there anybody he can point a finger to and say that this person knows for a fact that I was a peon in the play, just like Cornelius, just like Straight Drop, and the people that really put this plan in motion are still out here living their best life. You know what I'm saying? We all know the Jook is no longer with us. So they can't just throw everything into it. That's not going to fly. You feel me? That's not going to fly. They're going to need something more than Anthony Mims to skate off this. And in my humble opinion, I don't feel like Quick going nowhere without giving up everybody and everything he knows. He going down with a fight. Yeah, I definitely believe he going down with a fight. He going down swinging. And if he got to tell on everybody, then so be it. The gig is
I agree. And like I said, he should have thought about that. Just if you really put this in context, all these people had a chance to do the right thing. Hold on. I'm on my side. And it's like you just now when you know what his saying, don't nobody would know. But I thought I was gangster. I thought I was tough. Like I always say, you ain't tough to the DOJ show. Them the gangsters. Department of Justice in this country, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, them the gangsters, them three letters, DEA, ATL, ain't nobody else. Now all of a sudden, people want to call God and talk about loyalty. Man, please, God gave you a chance to not do it. You did it anyway, so call on your God. It ain't the God of heaven. There's only one other option left, so call on him. He's just laughing at you. Stupid, man.
G Money said they flew for Dirk. Well, Dirk and them hit a gangbanger that we don't even know who name that the guy is. We don't even know that guy. This ain't a random gangbanger off the streets of ATL. This is Young Dolph. Now, whether you respect it or not, Young Dolph carry a little bit more influence. Just saying, bro. Just saying. He might tell on the dead man. Yeah, you can tell on the dead man, but it ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get you nowhere. You know why? Because Cornelius already told on the dead man, and Cornelius already told on you. So You know what I'm saying? It puts you between a rock and a hard place. You're gonna have to get them folks something that they've never heard before. Yeah. You got to give them something that they ain't never heard before. Real little T. What's up with it, dog? Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's small potatoes in comparison to this. Yeah. That's very small potatoes in comparison to this. Yeah. If you want to bring dirt up, you got to bring up what happened outside the Beverly Center. Yeah. That's more in line with what we talking about right now. The person said, I guess it's safe to say they don't have what they're looking for. I don't know if they don't have what they're looking for, but push come to shove, Govan ain't gonna do 100 years. Let's just keep it a buck. This ain't about what they have. This is about getting his fresh meat off the line. That's all it is. Mm-hmm.
I think they got what they have. I think it's. I just think that they want to. Like it's almost like cooking a meal. You can see that. Like I wonder if it's done yet, and you want to make sure you taste it. But it's like, okay, let me just wait a little bit longer. But the meal is still cooked. You gonna eat. They'll be about to eat. They got what they have. They just want to make sure because it's got to be a lot of people involved. To where once they get you, they got you. Ain't no getting out, no matter what you do. That's what I think it is.
Right. And I believe they got quit. They got quit to the right. And only thing that he can do is try to save grace, to keep from doing 30 years. Is to give them something big, something huge. Just saying. You got to give them something huge. They like him off the state because they knew the feds were coming. They let him off the state because they knew the feds were coming. I tell you one thing, the feds move super slow. Super slow. So, you know, I hate to even think about the feds. Because we've been saying the feds coming for years. They ain't made it yet. They there, but they like in the back corners, just sitting and watching. When they gonna take their proper spot is the question. You know what I'm saying? We waiting. Hollywood will be making money off this movie. They'll be getting the main player sooner or later. They always come back to collect. Ain't no generational wealth for a rapper. Prove me wrong, no, that's facts. That's facts. Hey, Pimp C said, crashed the gray when and bought me a red. Every time I hit the parking lot, I turn heads talking about them Bentleys. You know what I'm saying? Big old rings, big old watches, big old chains. And died with nothing. Pac died with $100 in his bank account. No generational wealth. Man, nobody leaves unscathed, fam. I keep saying it. They let him off state charges because they knew the feds would come. Okay. Yeah. Man, listen. G Money, I gotta say this. Free all the shooters. I don't wish the hell on nobody. Bro, if you a shooter, you deserve jail.
Absolutely.
You deserve jail, man. Especially if you shoot one of my people. You deserve jail. I'm not finna be a straight dummy and crash out trying to get you because you committed a crime. That's two holes in the ground. That's two bunks. Nah, fam. We gotta wake up at some point. Feds were investigating dirt for years before. Yeah, they were.
As far as what G Money said, like I said, you know, in the black community, like this is only prevalent in our community. It makes us look bad when people say stuff like that. I don't know you, G Money, but if somebody killed your family member, basically what you're saying is free until you can kill them yourself. Like that's too wrong. It's called the justice system for a reason, bro. Like I mean, I ain't wishing nothing on you. You did it to yourself, so I ain't got to wish prison on you.
Right. You
did it to yourself. Like we as black people got to stop saying stupid stuff like that. It just sounds dumb. It makes us look dumb. I don't wish jail on nobody. Too bad. Don't do nothing to go to jail. That's your problem, not mine.
I never seen a mastermind keep as much grace in the system's report. Govan can't prove what he told him. Yeah, it's too much grace he been handed down. You know. But what I will say is he may have to pay for all this grace they've been giving him. Just think about it. He finessed them into believing that he had information that he don't have. Oh, they gonna smack his ass. Probably just as bad as they did straight drop. You gotta pay. One way or the other. There's 4 people in jail for pulling up on me and my family. They deserve to be in jail for life. Ain't no freedom. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Yeah, I can't stand by and want cold hard criminals free. I'm tired of our community. Definitely need to wake up. Yeah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. Niggas can be gangsters their whole life if they want to. At some point, you gotta be a civilian and enjoy the benefits that being a civilian, right? You know what I'm saying? Street niggas get caskets quick, cold hard pavement, and a jail cell. That's the life you chose. That's all I'm saying. Stand on it. Stand on it. But if they wrong, they wrong. And they what they supposed to be. I feel Govan have information why they let him out and he backed out of the deal. Right, that's what I'm saying. He done told some information and maybe it was falsified information. Maybe he can't corroborate the information. Whether it being Juke not being here or some other circumstances. But he got to pay the piper one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? And if he take this thing to trial, I'm telling you, they gonna smack him. They gonna smack him. The plea deal was 40 years and 20. Okay. Just imagine what they gonna come back with if he found guilty. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty.
It's at least 55, bro. Because you got 51 for murder or unalive and 4 for conspiracy, but up to 40. So it's anywhere between 55 and 91 years. You can't be too cool for that, bro.
Yeah, it's life. Either way it goes, it's life. Mm-hmm. And if it's the back end of what you just said, it's life plus. So that's the same. It's a straight drop guy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work, man. Like, if you don't pay on the front end, you most definitely gonna pay on the back. Yeah, man. The folks is not playing. He know that. You know, the whole play about getting a PI, it sounds good. But at the end of the day, straight drop PI didn't even speak out loud in court. Didn't even speak out loud in court. Let that set in. Don't let that go over your head. She sat there and cried the whole trial. Like, what they paying you for? Dang. Yeah, man. The judge is sick of it. She's sick of it. Oh, man. My boy out there on the walking trail. I hear you. Yeah.
But straight up, his mama wouldn't even get on the stand for him. That's how bad it is. His own mama wouldn't get up there.
They didn't have one single solitary witness. No witnesses for bond. Well, I don't think they get a bond in Tennessee. But for them type of charges, but yeah, not one single solitary witness. Luke Evans went in there and got a super check from Super CMZ. That's crazy. That's crazy. But my question is it going? Do y'all think it's inevitably going to lead back to them, or does the buck stop with Juke? Because right now, until the PI do their investigation, it's looking like it's stopping with Juke. And if it stopped with Juke, have mercy on Quick. Have mercy on Quick. Because I'm telling you, they finna cooking. And it's gonna be crazy to see because this is somebody that's been skating for years. For years. A known rat, a known informant. So for the people that he carried this out for them to think that he's not gonna take that route now, especially given the circumstances that he up against, man, he out of there. And depending on what he know, they out of here too. Nah, Hagerman said Juke was number 2. He did say that. He did say that. He did say that. Hey, we've been waiting on that, Sean. We've been waiting on that. Hey, if y'all ain't hit the like button, hit the like button for your boy, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you dearly. Support the channel if you can as well. Yes, indeed. Yeah, quit over with. Yeah, he definitely over with. He backed into a corner. Yeah. And I don't think it's never I don't think he's not gonna not take it to trial. Some people feel like he gonna walk into the door and as soon as, you know what I'm saying, plea out at the last minute. I think, you know, his mind made up. I think his mind is made up 100%, unequivocally. Yeah. Luke Clarinet in the building. Is there a reason he hired a PI? I don't know. And that's what I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together on. I feel like he hired a PI to track down some people that, you know, actually know something. Maybe they can subpoena these people and get them on the stand. Because without that, there you go. Absolutely, Ash. Yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, support, share the live, fam. Share the live. E-Money said number 2 and CMG Hagerman said, okay. They still in that equation. But it's not a take. No, he's not gonna take it by himself. But he's done either way. He can take a lot of people with him because he knows more. Yeah. And that's the thing. You're gonna do 20 years and you're gonna do 40. You knock the 40 off the table, so now you're gonna do 20 years or you're gonna do 50 years. Come on now. Sunflower said, just when we think it's over, that's when them charges come into play. Ask Beasley. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Thought he was out of the woods. That's why he's so hurt now. And I appreciate you for the super chat. Sunflower in the building, man. Salute. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yellow Bees thought he was all the way out the woods. When them folks bumped down on him and pulled him out that car, he was heartbroken. He was heartbroken. They always come when you least expect it. You know, so Gotti can move to Dallas. You know, if he had anything to do with this, they gonna come see about it. I agree with T plus the PI to tell everything Quet doesn't want to tell on the stand and say, you know, honestly, Clarinet, I don't think that there's nothing off the table for Quet. I think that he gonna say and do anything that he can to get this time cut as hard as possible. This my personal belief. You know, you could see it on his face when he was in court. Man, he did not look like he was. He looked like he done lost some weight. He looked like let's go back to it, y'all. We're gonna look at it one more time. It ain't a long clip, so we don't really have to watch it for long. Let's check it out.
Of orchestrating young Dolph's murder will go to trial this summer. Hernandez Govan was back in court this morning.
Now, this was the last hearing before his trial. Fox 13 Sheila O'Connor explains the interesting request his attorney made today.
The biggest update out of the courtroom for Hernandez Govan is his attorney has asked for the judge to appoint a private investigator in this case. Now, the judge said she has no problem doing so as long as the necessary documents are filed and an official motion is filed. Outside of that, they said everything is all set.
So I don't know if it's the fact that he don't have the Nike Tech on, but it looked like he done lost a little weight. It looked like, and this is my opinion, it looked like this whole case is taking a toll on him. You know what I'm saying? You know it's about to get real. He up against it. You know, they saying July 28th, well, the day is May the 2nd. This is a little bit over 60, 70 days away. You know what I'm saying? The sun rises real quick and it set real quick when you know what I'm saying, got this lingering in the back of your mind. But you know what I'm saying, lost your daughter, now you finna be lost in the system for the rest of your days, basically. Because a 40-year sentence to a 40-plus-year-old man, life. It's life.
To go for Govan's July 28th trial date. The judge did say she will not set any more status updates, hearing, and everything else will be handled on the day of the trial, which is again July 28th. The DA's office, of course, says Govan was the one who introduced the two shooters to Big Jook, who they say put a $100,000 hit on young Dov's life. Govan is facing first-degree murder and conspiracy charges. Stick with Fox 13. We will keep you updated every step of the way of this case, especially as that trial starts at the end of July. Reporting outside of 201 Poplar, Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News.
Fox 13 has been closely tracking everyone involved in the young Dov case. A jury convicted Justin Johnson of first-degree murder last September. The judge sentenced him to life in prison. The other accused killer, Cornelius Smith, testified in Johnson's case, you might remember. The DA's office confirmed that he made that deal to testify. Meanwhile, Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to accessory, but if he stays out of trouble for 6 years, he will avoid time in prison.
Oh, Jim said, isn't Dolph's birthday 7/28? I think it's 7/27, July 27. So, I would be crazy when if that trial indeed kicks off on the 28th. Yeah. What if he turned in Yo Gotti? No, that's it. That's what everybody's looking forward to. They're looking forward to what this PI can dig up. You know. Hindsight is 2020 though. You know, he probably should have had a PI way earlier in the game. If we're being honest, this might just be a ploy to buy some time. You get a PI.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. I think they already got that PI. That's what I think. They've been on the case.
Right. It's just about some time because I just said what this is, 60, 70 days until the trial date that they got on paper. Well, when they're gonna come back probably in the 55th day and say something like, yeah, we need more time. We need, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it may be a ploy to just buy extra time so that, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really want to go in like that. I think that's why Dirk was trying to go to Dubai. Not to run, but just brace himself. You know what I'm saying? Buy a little extra time. It didn't work out for him, and it might be the reason why he get denied a bond a second time. Gina, what's going on? Yeah, man. Look to you, squad. Yeah. But I think it's all about buying time in this situation. Will he have something? Who knows? Requesting help from the PI 2 months before trial says a lot. They did. Yeah.
No. No,
No,
I can't let that rock. No.
the defense is definitely desperate. I don't know if you're talking about the state, but the defense is definitely desperate. Go ahead. What you can say?
But I mean, yeah, I think Preston talking about the state. Well, the people are forgetting three names. You're forgetting about Treon Ingram. You're forgetting about Sundell Barnett, and you're forgetting about Keon White, and you're forgetting about one more, Devin Burns. Don't forget about them folks. They know a lot. So ain't nobody desperate on the state side. I can say that now because it's fully federal now. We talking about Govan's trial. The feds are gonna tear guiding them up. Big pressure. I know you like CMG. Facts are facts, bro. Get out your feelings, get out your emotions. The state ain't desperate. Have you seen Hagerman in this corporate unit? He ain't playing either. Hagerman don't play. So nobody desperate on. I'm telling you, they not, bro. Just let's use our. I ain't saying you stupid. Let's use our common sense, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I know the state ain't desperate. You know, it's just like what Hagerman said in the dog trial. It said 3 words. He's caught. And in that instance, you know that no matter what the defense throws at these jurors, that he got something for them. Yeah. What evidence they have against Govan? Well, they got multiple meetings at Govan's house when it came to Cornelius talking about him meeting there with Chuck, him meeting there with Straight Drop, him meeting there with Quet just to get products, self-medication products. You know what I'm saying? So they got a boatload of evidence on that. And then we can't forget about what's the guy that you just mentioned, Steve? You said
Devin Burns, Sundell Barnett, Keon White.
What's the other cat? Who's the other cat that came up stanking across the street from Quet?
Desmond Rogers.
Desmond Rogers. See, they can pull this out they had at any given time. Just saying. And they probably will, y'all. You know, nobody's even talking about Desmond Rogers. I forget his name all the time. Yeah. So the defense is desperate. The state has already made their case. Yep, I agree 100%. I agree 100%, brother. Yeah, this is looking like a ploy to buy a little extra time. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's over with. Handle Durham. Good luck. What's the other cat name? The one that they the one that got Dirk out that town. Yeah, it's over with. They better find somebody to take with them. That's all I'm saying. Misery love company. Get you some company. The Atlanta meeting is who that was with. Yeah. Forget about the Atlanta meeting where Quit left Straight Drop in Atlanta because Quit basically told Straight Drop basically told Quit that, look, I'm rocking with Drip from here on out. I need you managing. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you still got Cornelius. Cornelius gonna sit up there and tell them everything they need to know. So, you know, they cook. They cook, man. At the end of the day, these boys cook. From the experience of sitting through a trial, trust and believe, we don't know half of what they got. Argument is not saying number 2 just fun and game. Stephen is right. It's a part of common sense. Now that's a fact. And I believe that. I mean, as soon as he said it, we caught it. As soon as he said it, we caught it. You know what I'm saying? Memphis native, what's going on with you? Salute to you. Salute to you. Yeah, as soon as he said that, we caught it. When he said CMG, we caught it. You know, because the narrative would have been Anthony Mims if they didn't think CMG had something to do with it. But they painted you the narrative that CMG is involved. And that's what people don't want to accept. You know, if you, for example, if you worked at Cracker Barrel and you hit up somebody that worked for Golden Corral, a chef that worked at Golden Corral that had some bomb recipes and was, you know, saying in part, not just competing with Cracker Barrel, but, you know, actually taking customers. And one of the GMs at Cracker Barrel, you know what I'm saying, got with you and put you on a mission to knock off the cat at Golden Corral. They're going to call Golden Corral because that's the organization that put this play in motion. You as an individual don't become the focus. I'm just saying, it might sound like a weird explanation, but when they implicate CMG, that means it's bigger than Big Joe. I'm just saying. Oh, Big Pressure says, Steven, you the one in your feelings. You don't even believe your eyes and ears anymore. Wow.
I don't. Wow. I don't. Well, you're right. I don't believe Hagerman. I don't believe Tamara. I don't believe what I see on the news. I guess I believe street dudes. They know more than the feds. You're right. I believe the streets of Memphis know more than the feds. You got me. You got me.
But you see what I'm saying? They when you knock somebody off on the street, they don't say Memphis native that worked for FedEx. No, they just gonna say Memphis native hit somebody with that blick. You know what I'm saying? On third. That's all I'm saying. But when they bring your job into play, yeah, you might want to shred some paperwork. Just saying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you might want to shred some paperwork. Get your Enron on. I'm just saying. For real. But yeah, a little bit pressure, but this is gonna be a sight to see. Because like I said, I do not believe Govan is going out without a fight. It ain't no way possible. He's a career criminal, a known rat. He's had to do it before, and he's gonna do it again. And I don't care how big the fish is that he got to give up. He gonna walk that line. We gotta wait and see it play out in real time. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We could be going about our day. Just scroll Instagram and see somebody has been taken into custody. Somebody has been arrested. They don't even tell you what they've been arrested for. That's how Yellow Bees' situation shook out. I'm just saying. Same way Yellow Bees' situation shook out. When I seen Yellow Bees and mugshot, I was like, I ain't even finna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even finna get too excited about this. But then about 30, 45 minutes later, they like, yeah, this is the one. This ain't no hand sanitizer. This ain't no SA. This is what we've been waiting for. So maybe that day will come, maybe it won't. But until then, we just gotta sit and watch and hope that justice for Dolph is served in full, in totality. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to bring y'all this update on Quest. He got him a PI, and if she pull up or he pull up in your hood and roll the window down quarter way and start snapping pictures. You better get left. You better start running the media. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is a cold game, man. This is a cold game. So, speaking of Yellow Beezy, I wanna tap in with Negative Sean. Negative Sean dropped a video today, and it made me do a little thinking. And I want to see what y'all think about it. See what y'all think. What we're gonna do now is tap in with the homie, Negative Ass Sean. Y'all lock in. We got to get this Yellow Beezy news out the way. And here we go.
The way we left it, a couple of you, I appreciate the viewership. You know that. As a token of my thankfulness, I never asked for cash apps. Never have.
South Memphis, what it do, man? Salute to you.
I probably never will. I might do memberships, though. If I did, what do you want access to? Anyway, it's Friday, the 13th episode. We left off with Yayo, I guess giving his take on Melvin Myers. I said it was a diss. I read some of y'all saying it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about Cuz though, because he dead. But shit, nigga, that's how I feel. Hey, something ain't give a fuck about my people, nigga. Shit.
You're talking about who?
3.
Well, what about that? Nah, fuck you. Started it all of it, after you caused Hector to get killed in that Fort Worth shootout.
Yayo didn't start that ish. My nigga Hector Wilkins. If Yayo didn't start that ish, my nigga Hector Wilkins wouldn't have gotten hurt over some dry ish. He started some ish and then bag it up. Now, that's facts. All right. This is Mo 3 with the bad spelling. Prayers go for half. Pulled through, fam. To Fort Worth. He was a cool dude with me. I F with him. I know his family might be mad at me, but I'm not the one to blame. I know y'all might think I came to y'all city to start ish, but that was never the case. I came to do my job, and y'all let this little lame ass local rapper hype y'all up to harm me for no reason. I was put in a situation and set up by that whole club to defend myself. I don't know of everything that happened that night. I don't know about anybody shooting. I was trying to make it home to my son. I am now being watched and been contacted by Fort Worth PD and soon to be questioned by Fort Worth PD because of people bringing my name on social media.
Hermes the God who I interviewed. I got a lot of interviews. I need to start uploading them. He showed some behind the scenes of Yayo's new single with Twisted Black, Prophecy Films holding the camera, and I had a problem with it. We did a little conversation on the ground. Here's what I had to say and what he had to say, along with some other users.
Negative.
So Films by Prophecy. Prophecy Films is or used to be Mo 3's in-house video director. This is the equivalent of band play going to record for CMG. Plain and simple.
Mo 3 cousin said he wasn't HSM no more. Well, It's due to the fact him and Kogati are into it. This is what he had to say. The context I'm giving is that Mo3 cousin, the dude, wasn't really around. It's really about who Mo3 surrounded himself with and who he didn't. I don't know how he got here, but I don't like it. They talking about punching and shit. What y'all gonna get out of that? Kogati, you know who I am. Leave that shit alone, y'all. Does anybody else know what's going on? Why they putting this on the internet? Yo, I could get...
Dude and Kogati need to fix this. And them putting this out in front of everybody ain't doing nothing but making the situation worse. It's making the Nobles look bad. It's making their whole situation from McKinney to North Dallas look like a shit show. Just being honest. Kogati, tighten up. Get with little dude. Little dude actually look up to you, fam. And straighten this out, man. Corey, you better than that. This shit crazy. All because of dude relationship with Rainwater. You know what I'm saying? If you got love for dude, then exude that love, fam. That's all it is. You ain't got to mess with Rainwater, but you don't exile somebody just because of who they mess with. They ain't finna put you in the cross. This dude love Kogati. It's crazy, man.
Get either one of them on the phone, but I don't want to get in this family business, you hear me? And it's like Kogati got smoked for Yayo and shifted his attention. Brand new from him, War Outside, with the caption, I know artists like Bootsy say you should get out the city you come from, but I like when they stick around. It can go down anywhere, but for Zillionaire Doe, and I think Montana 700, it went down at a mall not too far out from Skillman and Ardelia. No, North Park, and this got recorded. Looks like Murder Gang PB, doesn't it? After this altercation, PB has a new visual. Hey, Murder Gang, we want to know what this is about if it is you. Cause Zilla is definitely protected and got a militia in that south.
So it looked like Zillionaire Doe. It don't matter how much he's tried to stay out the mix. They done pulled Zillionaire Doe into the mix. CMG very own. You know what I'm saying? New Dallas, salute to them boys. But it looked like they done got pulled into some funk.
The Montana 700's cousin said it wasn't him. But anyway, hey, I got some brand new case status information about Yella Beezy in the Mo3 murder trial. He was charged with capital murder while remuneration. Does that ring a bell? The assassination of the legendary Mo3 kind of just disappeared, right? The coverage of it. Well, upon trying to stay caught up with it and keep up with the trial, this is what I saw. Case status closed. Did this man really beat Dallas Criminal Division for a third time? There's only one definition for a case closed status, right? Wow, he should sue the out of the city. I want him to if this murder was dropped. Y'all motherfuckers have been playing with everybody with this case for too long. Had all this press. Ran this man through the system, damn near convicted him in the media, and it's a dead end? How you think Miss Noble feels? How you think Yella Beezy family side feel? How you think I take it? Cause you bitches gonna run us regular folk through a meat grinder for weak ass shit. Like my case, a white man would have got off on my aggravated assault on a dumbass nigga charge. And on that note, I'm going to the nearest corner store. Have a good weekend, and I hope to see y'all next week. Division for a third.
So Sean's saying that he done looked up this information and on what is this? March 18th. They closed this case. That's weird. That's very weird. And the only thing that I could think of was certain situations that we talked about early in the gap, about how Dallas basically dropped the ball on a lot of information that they had in regards to criminal activity, investigations, and so on and so forth. So let's get into this, man, to show y'all what I'm actually talking about.
Could homicide cases be in danger of being thrown out at the Dallas PD? An investigation is underway into missing evidence. Here's senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez.
Dallas police are reviewing hundreds of cases after WFAA first reported about a Dallas police detective who had not turned over hundreds of pieces of evidence in a homicide case. So Dallas police began reviewing all of its homicide cases to see if any video was missing. What they found was that in a few cases, a handful of cases, some files had been deleted. But Dallas police say in most of those cases, there is still video of the scene or other body camera footage from patrol officers or their squad cars that show the same thing. Under state law, police departments are required to turn over every piece of evidence to prosecutors and defense attorneys. Dallas police say in a handful of older cases, there may have been some video deleted because they have a 90-day retention period for body camera and squad car camera footage. According to the Dallas District Attorney's Office, they've learned that in a few cases, they are missing some body camera footage and some files, but none of the cases have actually been fully adjudicated, meaning the case hasn't gone to trial yet or the defendant has not been found guilty or innocent. And Dallas police don't believe that in any of those cases, there is video that is exculpatory in nature, meaning it would not have affected the outcome of the case. The Dallas Police Department and the DA's office continue their review, but ultimately it will be up to judges to determine if any of this has an impact on those cases and if any of them need to be dropped or the trials need to be delayed. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
Fam, I'm telling you, something in that milk ain't clean. Something in that milk is not clean. I'm telling you right now. Especially when you take this into account. Just rock with me.
My name is Alma Jean Alexander, Alexander. I'm Marquis' grandmother.
Miss Alexander, are you currently employed?
No, I retired from Dallas County in 2014.
Now, when you tell the judge you retired from Dallas County in 2014, what was your occupation?
Deputy clerk.
And just for the record, a deputy clerk, what does a deputy clerk do?
Process paperwork from the attorneys for the judge. Basically handle the paperwork for the courts.
And this is a building that you were employed, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And back in the clerk's room where...
You feel me, Sean? Because this is crazy. This is crazy. And I know that, you know, what we talking about may be a little bit more advanced than what she capable of. But when you work in a department for so long, come on, fam. Let's just be honest about this whole situation. Let's be honest about the whole situation. See what we got going on here. Yellow's grandmother worked for the city too at the city court building. Yes. Hold on, y'all. This is acting up. Let me do one of these numbers. But y'all see where I'm going with this. Y'all see where I'm going with this. Yeah, let's get back into it. Yeah, I heard you, Steven. Yeah.
But even with it, I mean, I hear people saying that, but that ain't gonna mean a hill of beans when it comes to the state. People like that's more of a conspiracy theory. Like his mom ain't got no connections like that. Not like that. I'm sorry. Her grandmama.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all believe what y'all want. I just come on, man. They ain't playing with her either.
For the judge, basically handle the paperwork for the courts.
And this is a building that you were employed, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And back in the clerk's room, where in the old days we had a lot of paperwork, lawyers would take the file, take it back to the clerk. You would handle the file stamps and put all the papers into the file
and type up the judgments.
Type up the judgments. Can we back up a little bit? Just tell the judge a little bit about where were you born and when did you move to Dallas County?
I was born in Washington, Arkansas. I moved to Dallas County when I was 11. So I've been here like 63 years.
And being Marquise's grandmother, Could you explain the dynamics of your family as far as where are they located and how many grandchildren do you have and where does Marquise fall in the family relationship?
Okay, Marquise was my first grandson, first grandchild. I have 11 grandchildren and 8 great-grands. Of course, Marquise being the first grandchild, we were always close because you're excited with your first grandchild. So you try to do everything you can and instill in them good values. He's been a godsend to a lot of his family members. He helps.
Big pressure. If he paid for a man to be murdered on an interstate highway in broad daylight in downtown Dallas, he more than deserved that capital M and that bond. I'm just saying, you know, I know you like to debate, but you seen it. You saw it, bro. If he paid for that, come on, man. What are we talking about, bro?
Everybody in the family. I know it's hard sometimes because when you have people pulling on you and you just trying to stretch money, you know, it doesn't always pan out. But he's always helped whenever needed. He's just been.
Let me interrupt you just a minute. When you say, let's just go back a little bit. Did he go to public schools here in Dallas County?
Yes, he did.
Was he born and raised here in Dallas County?
Yes, yes, he was.
And does he currently work here in Dallas County?
Yes, he's an entertainer.
Okay, and as an entertainer, so we can explain to the court what type of entertainment does he do?
Music.
And has he done well in his music career?
Yes.
And in the music career, you have a persona, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it's a persona out there for your career.
Was it self-defense? That's all I'm saying. Was it self-defense? You gotta understand. We made our point here. But we gotta ask ourselves, was this self-defense? Because we all know about Yellow being hit up on the Sam Rayburn tollway. We all know about that. But we gotta ask ourselves, was it self-defense? Going back to the honeycomb hideout, pulling all the gangsters to the table, putting a number on the table. A year later, for them to do this.
And Your Honor, this is just for context. This is approximately noon on I-35 heading northbound. This video is taken from a Kroger 18-wheeler, and this is heading north I-35 into downtown Dallas on noon on November 11th, 2020. Now, Your Honor, if I could draw the court's attention, if you look on I've stopped this video at 19 seconds. You see a gold sedan in the far left lane and a black sedan in the second lane to the left. The gold sedan will be the vehicle carrying the victim, and the black sedan is the vehicle driven by Q1 White, who is then the shooter, based off of the evidence we have.
Salute to So Lovely for becoming a member. I appreciate you, squad.
Your Honor, I'm going to stop this at 1 minute and 37 seconds. The victim does not return into the frame. The only other things that the state would like to proffer as far as this bond hearing.
Now, Pressure says after that tollway, Yella had to do something. Right. Now, if we to take Trigger Man, who we know is very credible, and by the way, Pressure, you need to tell Trigger Man to unblock him. He didn't block him, but one of his mods did. Relay that message for me. I greatly appreciate it. If Yella had to do something, me and you have already had this discussion. If he had to do something, that something would have been to tell law enforcement who shot him, what type of vehicle they were in, what they were wearing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's it. That's it. That's all, fam. For you, a law-paying, God-fearing civilian, to make a statement like that only proves that you ain't standing by what your standard is when you come on these platforms. You know better, bro. You know better. No, he had to do something. We're not talking about what gangster rappers can do and what gangster rappers can't do. He's facing life in prison because he did this. Now, if we take this statement right here and tell Marquise Conway to sit on the stand and tell a jury that, he gonna do life.
Yep.
He had to do something, but this ain't what he had to do. He just endangered motorists. A doctor was shot alongside 3. Come on, man. And sometimes you gotta step back and reassess the whole situation. Either you're gonna tell law enforcement, be regarded by your peers as a snitch, and your rap career comes to an end, or you gonna hire hitmen to run him down on a freeway in the same fashion that you were ran down on and get charged with capital murder and your rap career ends. You choose. The choice is yours, fam. This is what he chose. Either way it goes. All these little rinky-dink songs he making, it's all for nothing, bro. It's over with. It's over with. You got a key player that will be a star witness in this whole situation. Yellow going down, and he know he going down. So they're gonna filibuster, and they're gonna do everything that they can to push this out for as long and as far as they can. But the end result still remains the same. When it come time for Devin Brown to speak, he gonna speak. And can't nobody change that. Only way it gets changed is if he gets somebody in the midst of Devin Brown and knock him off. That's the only way.
Let me ask something here. Not only that, I'd rather willingly talk to the cops than unwillingly be arrested by them. That's what a lot of these rappers got to start understanding. And that gangster stuff. Yeah, first of all, y'all ain't no gangster. And secondly, a lot of gangsters rappers done told on people in public and in private. So that mantra of you can't talk, I'm choosing my life over my career. You get what I'm saying? Because once your life is gone, it's gone. Your career, you don't have to be a rapper. That's once again, and you hit it on the head. The standards you live by on these platforms, bro, you gotta stand on it. Standing on business means sometimes like standing as a grown man. That's what standing on business means. It don't mean being quiet and letting the chips fall where they may. I'm not gonna play with my life in the hands of 12 jurors just because I want to portray some image. That doesn't make sense. It never will. That's why a lot of us in trouble. That's why the black community is where it is now. The fact that certain people don't understand that, it vexes me, man. I really don't get it.
It's crazy, but I get Big Pressure's standpoint. You know, Big Pressure comes from an argumentative standpoint. He loves to challenge the status quo, and I get that. But you know what this is. You know what this is from day one, fam. He had to get him on that freeway. He wanted his lick back. He took the law into his own hands. Period. Point blank. And this is what you get when you take the law into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Is we watching this live? Yeah, we're watching this live, man. So listen. With that being said, I'm finna bring my dog music up on the screen. Well, bring his content up on the screen just to reinforce what I just said, man.
That's why.
The last one we got into the whole Yella Beezy Mo 3 thing. Since that interview, Yella Beezy's out on bond now. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that? I think it was $750,000.
I seen the evidence that they said that they had on him.
He withdrew $40,000 like days prior to that.
Oh,
so Mo, right around the time Mo3 passed, he withdrew $40,000 from his bank.
Yeah, I seen that, and I seen that the shooter's gonna testify against him, and I think the nigga that was like middleman the thing too. I'm not too sure if that's what I heard or that's what they said.
First, let me clear this up for the 100th time. The alleged shooter, Keywan White, is not testifying against Yella Beezy. It's nowhere in the paperwork that says that. Let's think with common sense for 1 minute. How can Keywan, the alleged shooter, be testifying against Yella Beezy, saying he paid him to kill Mo 3, and he going to trial himself saying he wasn't the shooter, that he had nothing to do with Mo 3 death? We have to make it make sense. The person that's most likely testifying is Jossie Banks' baby daddy, Devin Brown, or the other guy that was indicted on the Mo 3 case. But let him continue.
I see a lot of niggas in the comments talking about, oh, he gonna beat this and shit because they reduced the bone or whatever. That shit don't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They reduce bones on guilty niggas. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want the nigga to be guilty or whatever, but if they come pick you up after 5 years, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas definitely got some heat on you. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't no if and or buts about it. Especially you got a nigga testifying against you. That's how niggas get convicted of witnesses. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you ain't got no witnesses, you damn near good. You know what I'm saying? They only got a little bit of evidence, but you ain't got no witness. But when you got a nigga on the stand saying everything you did, pointing fingers, giving places, names, details that only you and the nigga that did the crime know, they ain't even more like you there for sure gonna be on something. That's why the DAs use witnesses, especially nigga you did. That's your co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas talking about, oh, nigga got that shit beat. But me personally, I think Yella's best interest is to go ahead and, you know, cop out to a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? Cause if Cook take that whole to trial, they gonna hang him. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get a nigga life, without parole, or they gonna do him like they did Take K. Remember?
Yella Beezy is in the same situation as Lil Durk. Yes, they have evidence that Yella Beezy withdrew $40K right after Mo 3 was killed. But they have to prove or have to have solid proof that Yella gave $40K directly from his hands to the people that was involved for Mo 3 murder. If they can't prove that, they do not have no case for murder for hire. And that goes for Dirk and Yellow. They have to prove that Yellow took that 40K. They have to prove that Dirk took that money, however much it was, from his hands to the shooter hands, or from his hands to one of his partner's hands to give to the shooter. It gotta be solid proof of that. If they don't have none of that, then a murder for hire case will be beat. But they do have star witnesses in both cases. So we have to see what these witnesses say. And let's just be clear. We don't know all the evidence that the police has. They probably have more incriminating evidence. They just haven't gave up the information yet. So we'll have to see how this play out. But y'all get in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think Yella Beezy will beat this charge?
It's not happening. It's not happening. Shout out to Music 101. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, man. You got somebody in your camp telling you what it is. They're telling you what it is. So it's pretty much a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want. And just like Pressure said, you know what I'm saying? From a civilian standpoint, you tell. But I don't think Yellow a civilian like us. This is how street beef usually goes. Right. And street beef usually ends up with niggas doing life. Hey, that's what it is. And I know, bro. I know you be wanting to play devil's advocate. You be going against the county. Some of this stuff you don't even be believing coming out your mouth. I know. You just be wanting to be argumentative. And I feel that. But you know this ain't right. This ain't right on no end of the spectrum. And was Mo 3 innocent? Absolutely not. And I brought up Trigger Man because Trigger Man actually told us that Bubba ended up calling him and was like, DeAndre, this nigga 3 tweaking. You're like, what you mean? I believe dude know it was us. Like, what you mean I believe you believe dude know it was us? He said, when we hit, bruh, 3 took his mask off and hung his head out the window so he could see who did it. So in that instance, we basically signed his death warrant. Because, like Big Fracture said, this is gangster stuff. This is street beef. And what we know for a fact is Yella is not a gangster. He want to be one, but he's not a gangster. If anything, in the words of Mo 3, he's scary. Scary nigga will get you gone, fam. A scary nigga will get you out of here. Just know that. By any means. By any means. Whether it's pulling that 4 pounds of pressure or it's hiring somebody else to do it. So I believe that Conway, Devin Brown, Keywan White, Maserati J, and whoever else is involved will be brought to justice. Because Devin Brown is not going to stop talking until he get a proper time for it. He done told these boys from the jump, a race ain't won in the first quarter. He done been coming from behind and lapped his competition. He's talking directly to the people that he sat at the table with to put this play together. Don't think this is by half a chance or circumstance. I follow Trig and a lot of others. I'm too scared to jump in them comments. It goes down in the 3 seconds. Yeah, it does go down in 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I've scratched a couple of times, but I ain't got the vitriol and I ain't got the wherewithal to do all of that scratching, having folks run your information and all of that. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just chill. You know what I'm saying? But pressure, holla at Trig, tell him to unblock your boy. Look at his block list and see if he got the Alabama hit on there. I know I'm on the list because every time I go over there and speak, it never comes back. I don't care if it's 150 people in the chat or 38 people. And that ain't never been the case before. Yeah. Mo3 took his mask off probably because he thought Yellow was going to die. He did. The Yellow got hit like 8 times. So he thought he was out of here. But when you on that type of time, it always comes back. It always comes back. It came back for 3, and it's coming back for Yellow Bees. You know what I'm saying? I really thought that Yellow Bees thought that he escaped this. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the mannerisms on the day of and check the comments. Check the comments. Give me 1 second. Where you at? Yeah. Let's go right here. Let's see where Yellow are.
Yo. Fuck yeah, I got going, man.
Look at the comments.
I mean, motherfucking phone.
Look at this place.
Yes, sir. Oh, what y'all talking about? Up here, you know what I'm saying? Damn, that new music, you feel me? Work like a motherfucker. Got that meat.
Why they saying you had something to do with Mo3 Death? Same day. The same day. I'm saying. Sean, what you think about that? What you think about that, Sean?
Got that meat. Once my niggas smoke right out the jar. Nigga, I don't need no shit.
Sean, welcome to the Wrench Mob, man. Welcome to the Wrench Mob, man. Salute to you.
Yeah, okay, bitch. All right, bitch. Say no. Say no more. Say less. Say no more. Say less.
You see all them comments.
Promo alert. Promo alert. Promo alert
You
today.
see all them comments, man. He's doing his best to keep his composure. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. what? And it's a rhetorical question, but what's the fascination about these dudes committing crimes and getting online, like just incriminating? Like, what is it?
Well, he felt like he was running. He felt like he was protecting himself because of the simple fact that he was on live in another state. So it couldn't have been me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It couldn't have been me. No, it was absolutely you, bruh. It was absolutely you. Your biggest op. You ain't got nothing to say. The day that he stopped breathing was the day that you stopped even talking about it. That's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. Not to mention you on glad. I don't know about you and I don't know about so and so, but if a nigga shoot me, he do this and that to me, I gotta get my lick back. Yellow Beezy, he really thought he was smart enough to escape from this. Them folks knew the whole time. And they didn't let it slide. They did not let it slide. And Yayo's whole situation, and that's just Facebook stuff, people making up stuff on the internet. No, fam. There's a no-touch clause when it comes to federal investigation. The state cannot touch these people when they're in federal custody. The minute that Devin Brown got back to Dallas, all of these people started getting wrangled up. Jay Maserati, Yellow Bees. You feel me? The minute he got out of federal custody and back in the state custody, dominoes started to fall. Everybody's saying that Keywan is not going to snitch, but Keywan is still in federal custody. That's why he's doing all them interviews. You feel me? That shit is going down, fam. It's going down. All they needed is one. Keywan don't get released from the feds until 2029. One monkey don't stop no show. They're gonna keep this parade going. Now, all of that about the case being closed, I have no idea what that's about. But I'm telling you, they're gonna keep pressing the line on this. They're gonna keep pressing the line on this. Black Barbie, what's the word? Salute to you. You late, fam. We about to shut this thing down. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got one. They got one back in state custody, and as soon as they did, they brought in Yellow Bees. They put him on a $2 million bond. They reduced it to $75,000. $750,000. We paid $775 to get out. And now we wait. He gonna scramble and scrape. He gonna drop all of this music. I saw him on Instagram last night talking to the fans. He ain't did that in years. Yellow Bees ain't talked to the fans in years. Probably since this video right here. Yeah. Thank you, Kimberly. Even Keywan says it. I ain't telling. I'm gonna just go take my lick and prove to the world. He on his straight drop time. He proving to the world that he ain't the one that told, but it don't matter because somebody told. You see? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He got to run this money up. And it's not going to be a small task because, you know, just on YouTube, people ain't tapping in to watch them videos.
Nope.
Them numbers is moving slow. Them numbers are moving super slow. So, good luck to you. This is what happens when you choose to be a gangster over a civilian. You could have told what happened, and you could have been on with your life. You could have been at the football game. You could have been watching the Cowboys. know what I'm saying? No, you want to be a gangster. You wanted to do it the G way. So you went and got PMG, GRC, your day ones, and y'all got active. Y'all got active. Y'all got a crash dummy and a snitch. And the chickens is coming home to roost. The chickens is coming home to roost. Yeah, man. But this is all I wanted to talk about this morning. I hope y'all enjoy the content. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Steven, for rocking out with me, adding to the platform. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that came through. Long live Osama. Long live Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to watch both of these play out in real time. Y'all stay tuned. Stay locked in. Your boy Hitter is here for it. You know what I'm saying? And anytime we get an update, we popping out. Just know that. We popping out. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute the Reflection with Kimberly Wilson. So lovely. Sweet Bay Strawberries. The newest member of the Wrench Mob, Sunflower. You know what I'm talking about? OG Black Barbie. Big Pressure with his defense arguments and all. Walter Wood said, we not pushing Kogati. Kogati got to get off the bullshit. Just period, point blank. Kogati want everybody to feel like that he is, you know what I'm saying, in the right with every move that he's making, which I feel like Kogati got just as many ulterior motives as Rainwater. So that's my take on that. Robert Hill, salute to you.
Hey, let me tell you this before we go. I'm sorry, Christian. Just for everybody in the chat, y'all just think about this. The top 3 rappers in the game right now, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, ain't slid on nobody, ain't killed one person. But they going platinum, double, triple platinum, quadruple platinum, selling out tours. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that.
Right. It's these cats that got just as much talent, if not more. 3 could have took his talent to the highest of heights. The highest of heights, man. But he got engulfed in this street beat, man. He got locked in with Trap Boy Freddy, Go Yayo, Vito, Yellow Beezy. He couldn't let it go. Couldn't let it go. For whatever reason, he couldn't let it go. He was way better than any of these cats put together. But he couldn't let it go. And it cost him his life. Now, he's not around to see little Trey sprout and become a man. He's not around to see his daughter sprout and become upstanding women. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Beezy, I believe the outcome is going to be the same for him. He's going to be looking through a glass at his boys as they grow. That's a sad way to go about your life. All because of ego, bravado, living in the moment, and feeling like you're a boss. So you got to make boss moves. This ain't a boss move. This is something that's going to get you 100 years. Something that's going to get you 100 years. Or it's going to break you. It's going to take every dime in your pocket to just retain your freedom. To just be able to migrate amongst the living. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, fam, I want to thank the support of everybody that came out and donated. And if you want to donate, it's not too late. We still on air. Please buy a super sticker, drop a super chat, membership. Salute to Ashley for the $4.99 super sticker. Salute to Plus Size Baddie for the $1.99 super sticker. It doesn't matter what size it is. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps us push the channel forward. Salute to Mitch for the $5 super chat, and salute to Sunflower for the $5 super chat, and salute to So Lovely for becoming a member of that hit squad. We here, and we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, fam. We here to bring content, honest, straight-laced, unbiased. Herbert, long live 3. Absolutely. Absolutely. You say HSM is a gang. At this point, it is, man. At this point, listen, I told you, I'm going to shoot you straight. At this point, HSM, what 3 wanted it to be and what it is now is 2 different things. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay off it. You gotta stay off it. Agreeing with everything is a one-sided conversation. I look at things from 2 different perspectives. Well, you know, truth is the truth. And if somebody's telling the truth, I mean, I would rather align with the truth than to just debate the truth, but I feel where you're coming from. 100%. 100%. Heard, what's the word, man? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, man. And salute to everybody that tapped in. We had a wonderful chat today, and we'll pop out tomorrow. Y'all already know how we get it up. Pretty sure that the good people on this internet are not going to give us a day off. They never do. From Lil King to Finesse 2 Times to Lil Dirt, you know what I'm saying? Go Yayo. The options is endless. And as they present it to the people, we're going to present it to y'all right here on His Squad TV. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with us. I appreciate all of y'all for your support. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Heather, and I'm gone.
Yeah.